baseball on the show. It's the Boston Red Sox going up against the Chicago White Sox.
I went berserk in my hardest game. Grinding till I'm in the Hall of Fame. Don't break out on Ben, wipe the camera and lens go 110 for my fans and my friends. Run the stats up again, got me going with the win. Ain't no time to pretend. I'm in it to win. Done it before, so you know it ain't nothing to do it again. Part of a champ, and I know that my legacy about to begin. In love with the pressure, I can't wait to see.
Well, Singy, we get to see the most powerful hitter in the league in this one. He's got home run power, baby.
Who doesn't like bombs, Moog? This guy has wowed the crowds all season. Yeah, get your popcorn ready.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. So just about set now. And towing the slab in this one, Drew Thorpe. What do we have on him?
Well, there are going to be a lot of balls in play because of the ground ball rate. Important that the defense stays engaged in the game. I think it's critical. Tempo is there. If you work quickly, it helps the fielders behind you to stay engaged, to make those plays and help you get through the innings.
Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Jarren Duran. He's a former All-Star Game MVP, Singy. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. And that's how this game gets started.
First pitch, 3-10.
Here comes the 0-1. Late with the swing there.
0-2.
Oh, 0-2 now. Good eye right there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That misses the zone. 2-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Hacks in misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, getting a good look at the pitcher here in the first inning isn't a bad thing. I know he struck out, but you can live with that as long as the other hitters in this lineup can learn something from it.
Here's the veteran outfielder, Rob Refsnyder. Right through there for a strike. Thor, a 6'4" righty, 24 years old, and he was a second-round pick in 2022. One down, base is empty, and ball one. Next pitch misses way outside. And that is out of play. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top two guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That's back. Pulls it in on the warning track. Red Sox nothing. White Sox coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here on the south side. And pitching here today, Garrett Crochet.
Well, last year kind of around the league average in terms of ERA, and you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out, and not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club.
Michael A. Taylor, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. There's the strike.
Good pitch down around the knees. You want to be there all game. In a park like this, a pop-up sometimes will carry out.
That missed by a lot, and it's 2-1. That's down and in.
1 strike.
Ground ball up the middle. Fires to first on the run. Got him. Nice play. Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's very frustrating. You just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and an outfielder is camped underneath it in front of the warning track.
Pitch in the dirt, and the count is 1-1. The shortstop takes the ball. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
The changeup missing, and now 3-2. And there's ball 4.
Batting third, right fielder,
Here's Mike Tauchman. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Takes it in for the out. Out number 2.
Batting fourth, designated hitter, Luis Robert Jr.
Luis Robert Jr. steps to the plate for the White Sox. And that's outside. 1-0.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the
To first, and they've got him picked off.
Well, this is a play that you've got to make. The pitcher steps off as the runner leaves early. Make the throws, put the tag on the runner, and execute. I guess you tip your cap to the base runner on that one. Really good job of getting out of it.
That's a ball.
Squirts away a little bit. Tag, see! He's into third of the wild pitch.
Have to be really sure you can make it safely to third when you're in scoring position and 2 outs. Got to get that run across. Very important. Does a nice job of reading it. Gets to third base. Now just 90 feet away.
Baldwin on third with 2 out. That one misses. And now 3-0. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me right there, Boo. The last one wasn't even close.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Here's the second baseman, Lenny Sosa, in the dirt.
Man, I got to think something is definitely off with his delivery right now. Already the second wild pitch that he's thrown in just the first inning. Not a good sign.
2 aboard, 2 outs. 6 straight outside the strike zone.
He's got a base open, so the pressure to come in and really attack this hitter, not as great as it would be if the bags were sacked.
This one in the air, right field, and it's a foul ball. In the dirt. Nothing happening on the bases, though. 2 outs, 2 in scoring position here in the second game of the series, and that'll load the bases.
Oh, that sets up a really big at-bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
2 outs, bases full. So up next for Chicago. Swing and a ball lifted in. In the air, shallow left field. Base hit, 1 run is in. Another comes in to score, and they lead by 2.
No, he was a little off balance. He got the front foot down, but was so great at keeping the hands back and allowed him still to get good wood to this baseball. Big one there as he drives in a couple of runs.
First and second, 2 outs. Now it's Andrew Benintendi to hit. There's the strike. Two on, 2 outs, and it's 1-1. Outside.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
He goes down looking. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. We head to the second on the south side. It's the White Sox 2 and the Red Sox nothing. New inning getting started. Here's Alex Bregman.
The designated hitter, Alex Bregman.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Bregman with just one more homer to reach the 200 career mark. Thorpe back to work. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And in one hops the wall. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And now the first baseman, Tristan Casas. There's the strike.
You know, we usually talk about bigger numbers when it comes to homers, but only about 400 major leaguers have ever hit 200 round trippers in their careers. He's putting himself in great company.
Right side, hard hit. Tosses to first, 1 out in the second.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Tap foul at the plate. Bregman stands at third with 1 gone of the inning. Next pitch is outside. Matthew Ross umpiring behind home plate for us in this one. He's got a reputation. Chris.
Yeah, no doubt, Boog. He rewards pitchers when they're working the edges and sometimes a little bit beyond that. So for the hitters, just have to really be aware. Don't miss your pitch when you get it early in the count.
High fly ball down the left field line. Benintendi ranging after it. He's got it. Runner tags from third. Fires it to the plate, but it's offline. And it's a 1-run game.
Oh, that's a quality at bat right there. You know the situation. You need something in the air and deep enough, and that's exactly what he did. Good pass to the baseball.
So 2 down now, and here is David Hamilton. Hard hit left side. Gets it to first. Third out, and that ends the frame. So they get 1 run on 1 base hit, no errors, and no one left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the White Sox 2 and the Red Sox 1. Back at right field, and here is Brian Ramos.
Third baseman, Brian Ramos.
Well, Boog, I know how much you love free stuff, and this offense has to love a free base runner to start this inning, even if it hurts a little bit. We'll see if they can do anything with it.
Here's Corey Lee. Swing and a ground ball to second, pulls him off the bag. Back to the top of the White Sox lineup. Stepping in, the White Sox leadoff man, Michael A. Taylor. He's 0 for 1. In the dirt, but kept close. First and second, no outs. Bottom half of inning number 2. Fastball for a strike. Oh, right to the backstop. Both runners move up on the wild pitch, and the double play is no longer in order.
Well, Boog, it's already been a tough start to this inning as it is, and that wild pitch is going to make things even tougher. 2 men in the scoring position now, still with nobody out, so this really becomes a strikeout situation on the mound.
2 runners in scoring position, nobody out. Next offering is down low. And they're all loaded up.
Gosh, another walk in this one. Man, he is having some real issues with control.
Bases loaded, nobody out. And up next for Chicago, Brooks Baldwin. Walked his first time. And that's in for a strike.
The opportunity for a huge inning exists right here. Bases loaded, nobody out. But as a hitter, can't be over anxious. That pitcher's up against the wall. Make him come to you.
Next offering is in for a strike. The shortstop takes the ball.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Bases juiced, no outs. Stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, and there's 1 down.
Man, it's so frustrating. You got a couple of runners on. You want to try to drive in at least 1 run. Maybe you get a little too big with the swing. Pops out right there, and I tell you what, nobody's more frustrated with that at bat than him.
Tauchman in the box now, takes strike 1.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
Pitch misses there, and that is ball 1.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Kicks and fires. Swings through that one, out in front that time.
1 and 2.
1 out, bases full.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Comebacker could be 2. Feeds to second, out there. Over to first, that's 2. Nicely done. 1-6-3, and that will end the inning.
Just trying to sneak one through with the bases loaded, but an excellent job by the defense to turn that one and get out of this jam.
Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Ball 1 and a pitch inside. And that's outside. Swing and a miss, and now 2-2. 2-2. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Tosses to first, and 1 away in the top of the 3rd.
Batting ninth, center fielder, Cedon Rafaela.
And stepping in for Boston, Cedon Rafaela. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
Swings through that one for strike two. That's inside. And the count 1-2.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
And a breaking ball misses outside. One down, base is empty. Gets a piece and stays alive. Cut out and miss. Struck him out. That K is his third of the game.
Now batting left fielder,
So the lineup flips
Jarren
over.
Duran.
Now batting Jarren Duran. Went down on strikes his first time through. That's outside, and that's ball one. Hit on the ground to short. In time to Vaughn. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for Boston. They're down 2-1. As we go to the last of the third. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Sox, Luis Robert Jr.
Robert Jr.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
A lot of pitchers have caught on to how good he is hitting the first pitch. Smart to avoid the zone right there.
And there's a ball.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Check
3
swing,
balls,
no
1
appeal. And now 3-1. Ground ball right side. Casas takes it to the bag. Leadoff hitter gone in the third.
Now batting second baseman Lenny Sosa.
So up next for Chicago, Lenny Sosa worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. Headed down the line. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Ripped on a line to center. Rafaela snags it for the second out.
Now batting first
2 outs, base is empty. And here's the first baseman, Andrew Vaughn. He drove in 2 with a single his first time up. And takes low for ball 1. He swings and hits a fly ball center field. Story racing over to make the catch. Nothing doing for the White Sox. They lead it 2-1. Start of the fourth. So stepping in for Boston, Rob Refsnyder.
Rob Refsnyder.
Refsnyder, 33 years old, and he's a native of South Korea.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there in the mound.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Goes down looking.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Rafael Devers.
And it's Rafael Devers in the box. Fly to left his first time. And a foul ball. One out, base is empty. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. He makes the grab, and a couple of quick outs.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Alex Bregman.
Now it's Alex Bregman. One home run shy of 200 for his career. And first offering is fouled off. And a foul ball. Two outs. In the dirt, and the count is 1-2. Outside with a breaking ball. Next pitch way upstairs. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
And next for the Red Sox, Tristan Casas. 0 for 1. He grounded out. His first at bat. Ball one there. Tying run is at first. Top half of inning number 4. That one fouled off. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. No runs, no base hits, no errors, and 1 left. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. It's the White Sox 2 and the Red Sox 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the left fielder, Andrew Benintendi.
Andrew Benintendi.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
1 strike.
Benintendi, the former first-round pick, Golden Spikes Award winner. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Beats him for the first out, and that completes the strikeout.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
And up next for Chicago, Brian Ramos. Inside, ball 1. hit hard on the ground to the right side, and it goes just foul. Crochet ready to fire now. And that one fouled off. Got him looking. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Now batting.
At the plate, Corey Lee. 0 for 1. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time. And he grounds one to the right side. Hamilton to first. That is the inning. Nothing across here this half. We're headed to the 5th. It's the White Sox 2 and the Red Sox 1. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Thorpe back to work. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side.
You know, these Red Sox being a little too patient at the plate in this game. Sometimes it's a good thing, but today they're continuing to fall behind in the count, and that's adding a ton of pressure to their offense.
And the 0-2. Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning.
Off for Boston.
And stepping in is the speedy David Hamilton. Grounded out his first time. Story gets his lead at first with nobody out. Not even close there. And 1-1. Left field. Benintendi moving under it. And there's one down.
Up next for the Red Sox, catcher Blake Sabol.
And now it's the catcher for the Red Sox, Blake Sabol. Grounded out his first time up. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. Now move to first. Oh, the throw is wild. The tag, and he's out.
Unless you're really thinking about stealing second base, you should not get picked off by a right-handed pitcher right there.
Two down. Nobody on, and we're at the top of the 5th. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Two down, nobody on. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Just missing there. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Tough to take a 2-strike changeup that just missed. I think it froze him.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Offense held in check there. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the White Sox 2 and the Red Sox 1. And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the center fielder, Michael A. Taylor.
A. Taylor.
First pitch just misses. In for a strike. Went with the sweeper. And there's a foul ball.
Ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Inside, almost got him. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And a foul ball. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Brooks Baldwin steps to the plate for the White Sox. A switch hitter batting right. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Late on that fastball.
Well, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Nobody out, runner at first. That one's upstairs, ball 1. That one not close. The count now 2-2.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
Taylor runs. Pitch misses. Safe at second, and that was not close. Hit hard on the ground to short. Whips it to Casas, and that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th.
Up next for the White Sox, right fielder
Mike Tauchman will hit next. 0 for 2 in this one. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. 1 out and a runner at second. Last half of inning number 5. That one the other way. Fair ball. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
One out, runner at second. Robert digs in now. And that one gets past the catcher. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
He just hasn't had it in this one, been fighting himself out there, and that's just another example of it. We'll see if he can find it at all while he's still out there.
Runner on at third, one gone. And that one hit to first. Out number 2, and another run comes in.
So important to really lock in on an at-bat like this. It seems easy with the infield back, but you've got to make sure you put the ball in play. Put it on the ground, brought that run in.
Lenny Sosa steps to the plate for the White Sox. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Duran makes the catch, and that ends the inning. So 2 runs, 1 hit, no errors, no one left. We're through 5. White Sox 4 and the Red Sox 1. All set for the top of the 6th, and stepping in for Boston, Ceddanne Rafaela.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Oh, 0-2 now.
1-2.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Not close with that one. It's 2-2. Strike 3, went back to the sweeper and got the strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Drew Thorpe won't go any further, and he was very good. They'll be happy with that, no doubt. We'll be back with a new pitcher in a minute.
Now pitching for
new
the
pitcher
White
for the
Sox.
White Sox, Tyler Gilbert.
Number 40.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
So the Red Sox lineup turns over, and now here's a speed threat, outfielder Jarren Duran. First pitch misses.
1-0.
The White Sox leading by 3, and we're the top half of the 6th. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful, not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
And delivers outside. That one misses. Now 3-1. Called strike right there.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
Up the middle, Baldwin On the run, throw to first, and he gets him. Nicely done.
Knew he had to hurry after that nice forehand grab, and he did. He couldn't have transferred the ball from his glove to his hand and released that throw any better than he did right there.
2 down, bases empty. And now Rob Refsnyder, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And a big swing and a miss.
No ball. 1 strike.
2 outs, bases empty. And that one sliced foul. And that one's a little bit low. And it's 1-2.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Now a check swing, but he held up. That one missed.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. So they go quietly there. 6, 7, 8 due in the bottom of the 6th. White Sox 4 and the Red Sox.
Now pitching.
New pitcher on now, Zach Kelly. He last pitched 2 days ago.
Zach Kelly.
And now the first baseman, Andrew Vaughn. 1 for 2. He had an RBI base hit back in the first. And a strike in there.
You know, these White Sox doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way. And I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. You have to be impressed with how they're going about things at the plate. They're drawing 1 walk per inning right now. I drew 1 walk per month during my career.
It's in and out of his glove. Gets off a throw, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out.
Andrew Benintendi.
Andrew Benintendi up to the plate.
And yeah, a lot of the blame for those walks goes to the mound, but I credit these guys for not getting anxious and fed up.
1 ball.
They're staying disciplined, which is easier said than done sometimes.
1 down, base is empty. Foul ball. And that's off the inside edge. And a count 2-1. And that's in the dirt. And now it's filled up.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
On the ground. And Benintendi is out.
Up next for the White Sox, third baseman, Brian.
So up next for Chicago,
Ramos.
Brian Ramos. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. That one ripped. Rafaela on the move. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next guy to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
Lee in the box now. No balls and a strike. Runner at second, 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th. And this one squirts away from the catcher. And on the wild pitch, he goes down to third.
Even with a good secondary lead, sometimes it's hard to see just how far that ball's gotten away from the catcher. And if you can make it to third base pretty much standing up, well, that time he seemed to have a pretty good read, gets to third safely, and now he's just 90 feet away from scoring.
Swing and a foul out of play. That's outside, and it's 2-2. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. On to first. He's in there.
Just a brutal turn of events for the defense. They get the big strikeout with the runner on third, but not only are they unable to complete the out at first, also some heads-up base running gets a run across. Kind of a tough play to recover from and move on if you're on the mound or behind the dish.
And now, Michael A. Taylor.
No, that's
Pitch
a ball.
misses. Ball one. Now a screamer into the outfield. Makes the grab, and that's the third out. So a run on one hit, no errors, and a man left. Seventh inning coming up. It's the White Sox 5 and the Red Sox 1. Welcome back. We're in the seventh. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Gus Varland.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Devers now.
Leading off for the Red Sox, third baseman, Rafael Devers.
Missed with a changeup. 1-0. Movement for the White Sox in their bullpen. Jared Schuster, the young lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Anderson also throwing. That's a strike.
Big at bat right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
That misses. And that's ball two. You see the velocity 97 with that fastball. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Blew the express right by his bat for strike three.
I love to see guys compete, and I know he's frustrated that he wasn't able to do anything with that pitch. You see it so well, but you have to respect the upper 90s velocity. Man, it is hard to catch up to.
Now a fly ball to right center. Taylor pulls it down, and there's two gone.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Two outs, base is empty. Now a chance for Tristan Casas. Varland, 28 years old, and he found his way onto the team after being claimed off waivers. That's to third. In time to Vaughn, and that is the inning. Red Sox go down quietly. They're down here 5-1.
Now pitching for
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the seventh. Justin Wilson.
Justin Wilson.
Brooks Baldwin steps to the plate for the White Sox.
The shortstop, Brooks Baldwin.
First offering, and it just misses. There's a swing and a drive. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
A little more backspin on that instead of the top spin. And he's jogging around the bases rather than pulling up at second.
Runner in in scoring position, no outs. And up next for Chicago, Mike Tauchman outside. And that's ball one.
Ball, no strike.
Baldwin leads off second with nobody out. On the ground, right side. Whips it to Casas. And one away in the bottom of the seventh.
Now batting, designated hitter.
Here's Luis Robert, also known as La Pantera. And it's fouled away. One away with a runner at third. Here, the bottom of the seventh.
1-1.
This one in the dirt, and well done to keep it close.
Two and one.
In the dirt, nice job behind the plate. Swing and a miss as he was late.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And that one missing low. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. One away with a runner at third. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. The game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
2 on, 1 out. Lenny Sosa getting ready to hit. And downstairs.
In this situation, the batter's got to know what the pitcher's trying to do to him, and that's trying to get him to hit the ball on the ground, get 2 for 1. You got to look for something up in the zone. At worst case scenario, you deliver the sacrifice fly.
Over to Story for 1, and that's 2. So 1 hit is all they get. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the White Sox 5 and the Red Sox 1. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Jared Schuster.
For the White Sox, number 51. Jared Schuster.
Here's Trevor Story.
For the Red Sox, shortstop, Trevor Story.
They can let you win the man, I'm sorry. I'm losing time, this is time is money, gotta make it back so I'm on the road. Like the sound took this water on me. That was dancing Chris Christie on me. Drizzy with the book of proof on me. All these bad things that I wish on me. I'm like, ah, Lamborghinis from the north side. Suicide, how the drones fly.
And first offering is fouled off. The shortstop takes the ball. Activity in the pen for the White Sox. Justin Anderson up and loosening in the pen. Number 64 also getting ready. Here's a 1-1. Outside with a breaking ball. Next offering in there for a strike. It's 2-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, kind of a weird pitch and a weird swing on that strikeout. It's just a slider that caught a lot of the plate. I'd say a very hittable location. But in the box, I think he just gave up on it way too early. And by the time he realized it was dropping into the zone, he just fires off a really poor swing.
Trying to bunt his way on. Not in time. That's a bunt single.
Nearly a highlight reel play at third, but the bare hand grab still wasn't enough to get the out. Great effort to make that play as close as it was, though.
And next for the Red Sox, Blake Sabol. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Runner takes off. That's in for a strike. Throw to second, and he's safe. Chris, his wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
Just off the outside part of the plate.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
Outside low, ball 2. One out and a runner at second, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still laid on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
Rafaela, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. On its way to the corner, and no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Throw to first. That completes the strikeout. Inning over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the White Sox 5 and the Red Sox 1.
Now pitching.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Justin Slayton. He's pitching on 2 days rest. Andrew Vaughn now at the plate.
First baseman, Andrew.
That one outside, and that's ball 1. That's a ball, went with the sweeper. In the air, left field, down the line, and that's a foul ball. The 2-1. And that one cutting but missing down low. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Andrew Benintendi steps up. 0 for 3 in this one. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. And that one is lifted in the air. Durant in position. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting, third baseman, Brian Ramos.
So up next for Chicago, Brian Ramos. And that's in there for strike 1.
That's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Way outside, and it gets away. Vaughn into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility.
You know, sometimes it takes a reliever a little time to get comfortable with the mound out there, especially when they come in trying to be nasty with every pitch they throw. Not exactly what they were looking for when they called him in, though. We'll see if he can settle down.
Man at second. And down on strikes. And there's 2 down.
Now batting.
And here's the catcher, Corey Lee. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. That's a strike, and it's 0-1. And foul ball.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Runner at second, 2 down. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Sable gathers, throws to first, got him. Inning over on the strikeout. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 man left. 9th inning coming up. It's the White Sox 5 and the Red Sox 1. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Cam Boozer. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again.
Cam Boozer.
Jaron Duran digs in now.
If there's nobody on in front of him, you know, a single for him many times is a double. This guy is off to the races, ready to steal a bag when he's on first base.
Just missed. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Jake Eder getting ready to go. Number 64, the right-hander, also getting loose. Can't make contact with the sweeper.
1-2.
And he chases that one. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. Late with the swing there.
It's a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. And they're down to their last out.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. No one.
The other way, and he beats the shift, and it finds its way through for a hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Alex
So here's Boston's
Bregman.
cleanup hitter, Alex Bregman.
His next home run will be the 200th in his career. It would be pretty cool to see it right here.
There's the strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
Two outs.
1 ball. 1 strike.
This one in the dirt. Here's a 1-1. And that's
That's the ball.
downstairs and outside. Devers, the runner at first with 2 gone. That misses. Ball 3.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
That one catches the zone. Full count now.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
This could end it. Good job to fight that one off. Three balls, 2 strikes the count. That one is hammered right field. That's back there. And that one is gone. Alex Bregman with a shot to the opposite field. His second home run of the series. It's 5-3. Singy, somebody go track down that baseball. It's number 200 for him.
200 career home runs. That's legitimate power at the plate, and that's something that a lot of guys would dream of getting to. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Now the White Sox manager is out of the dugout and will make a move to the pen. Cam Boozer out of the game. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and will be back with a new pitcher. So they turn to their closer, Penn Murphy.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Casas in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here at the top of the 9th. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-1.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
Up and in, and it's 2-1.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
Well, this was a total team effort, using 6 pitchers in this ball game to get the win. Outstanding job of passing the baton. The next pitcher stepping up and getting it done. You got to give them a lot of credit because this is not easy to do. We'll see how it affects them over the next couple of days.
The 5-3 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
do better. I gotta do